Yo, what's up? This is Finlay Barnett and you're watching Disney Channel.
That's good, bro.
Kia ora everybody, you're here with Finlay Barnett and you're watching 21 Qs with the After It Network. My first issue, G, is that we need a dual camera setup with you on here and on the mic too. We need the people to just peer pressure you into getting on here too. Bro, life is good, thank you, my boy. I'm here with you, in God's country, in the mighty. Bro, life's good. Obviously, recently, had a cool couple of wins with touch and work's going good and things are good with Sammy and living on the shore and the family's good, bro. My friends are good. Life is good. I can't really complain. No complaints ever. Oh, I don't know, bro, low-key, bro, that's actually peak. I joke about it heaps, but genuinely, bro, the Friday nights at the club is my favourite touch. Yeah. You think about it, we all grew up together, we all grew up out here playing touch, before school, morning tea, lunchtime, after school, we all played footy together, we all did all this, and then bro, it's going on 20 years for me. 20 years later, we're still coming back and catching up and staying connected, so the Friday night stuff is pretty cool. I keep telling myself I should really stop playing, but I just love it too much. I just love it too much. Bro, apart from that, obviously I can't really go past obviously the recent win, Asia Pacific Cup. Bro, I've been in the men's sort of space at an NZ level since 2018, and so been a part of a few campaigns, a few squads, a few build-ups. And every year, bro, you give everything that you have to try achieve that goal. And obviously New Zealand hasn't won a championship since 2013. In my time against Aussie, I've won 3 games against Aussie ever, including juniors. Test 2 of the 2020 youth under 20s, we won 6-4.
Yeah.
Test 3 of Trans-Tas and a dead rubber, so they'd already won the first 2, and Brizzy 2023 on my debut for men's.
Yeah.
We won that. It was 8-7 maybe. And then the one just been in the final to win the Asia Pacific Cup, bro, 6-7 as well. What a crazy score. Bro, that would have to be the highlight for me. The game was crazy. All 40 minutes, the atmosphere, everything, being down 3 with just over 10 minutes to go, coming back, going to drop off, being on the field for the drop off, watching it happen, bro. When that moment for me, there was 2 moments there. Watching them score the try and that out of body feeling.
You just subbed off,
yeah. So we D'd it up. Yeah. Actually 3 moments. The first one, walking on, I said to Georgie, bro, I trust you. That's us.
Yeah.
We D'd it up. And we celebrated, both of us were just yeah, because we knew, we had so much faith in the boys, right?
Yeah.
We get off the field safely, they get on, bro, and I watch it. See Eves turn us, get the winning try. Bro, and all of us just, it's such an out of body feeling, you're running, I felt the POV cams where you're running and you see them running, but I was watching myself run in the doggy pile was just crazy. And then the third moment was after the game, everyone's coming on the field and stuff, and mum and dad were there, and I walked up to dad, bro, and I just he just looked at me and nodded. Not a very emotive guy, but he just gave me the nod, and I just just walked up to him and I just gave him the biggest hug, bro, and I just started crying out of nowhere. I cried for 3 minutes straight, so just because, yeah, it meant that much.
Big deal, bro.
Yeah, so apart from Friday nights, bro, I'd narrowly have to say winning that Asia Pacific Cup a few weeks ago was pretty unreal. CNH is getting a straight start.
Yeah, it's the start.
Has to. Coffees and Handshakes is still active too. It's been a little bit backburner the last 6 months, but I think that's probably been the first kaupapa and project that I've done that's really taken off. Just the impact that it's had, bro. And it just started from like, me and the boys love training and going for coffees. All of us have had stuff happen in our lives where we're like, bro, life is better with friends, and we should all make the time and effort to catch up with them more. And when I like stopped working before World Cup in 24 and I had like time off, I needed something to stay on the tools, and starting that and making content around that, and what it's turned into is just, fuck, it's pretty like, yeah, it's pretty hectic. So that's an easy start. Bench and cut. Ooh, I'd probably cut LNF because I feel like Coffees and Handshakes is like a very refined approach to that, and it's like been way better. LNF was cool, like it had its time and stuff, but it had its time. And then Bench, Flight Essentials, bro, I still reckon like, it was so funny. I thought of a way I could have made it work really well. Yeah. I was just like, the idea was unreal, bro. I had it at uni. I actually entered it as like there was a competition where you put in business ideas. It was called X Challenge, and if you won, you got $250, and there was 40 prizes. I saw it. I was like a broke uni student. Yeah. I was like, you're rich. Free money. You're rich. 40 people are not entering this competition. Yeah. Entered it, got the money, turned it into something. Me and the bro walked away with I think like 5 to 10k each when we cashed out, like at the end of uni. You know, like from, you know, not much, from $250 startup money, most of which we used to get a feed that week. I'd benched that, bro, and I thought of a way to make it work, and then Costco ended up coming up, which was the model, and I was like, oh, yeah, no, it wouldn't work. But yeah, start CNH, cut LNAV, and then bench Flight Essentials. A skill definitely developed over time, as with everything, like the more reps you do, and each time you do something you reflect and look at how you could do it better, and then do it again, and the more experience you get the opportunity to do that. So definitely a skill developed over time. Like I still have a very long way to go in terms of what I'd like to be able to do skill wise and capacity wise, but the passion 100% I think was always there. I think just like business in general, I think it sort of started coming out at high school. Dad was obviously a businessman with the Auckland Chamber of Commerce, so not really like an entrepreneur, but very much in the business space, and did a lot for the sort of NZ community. But I actually, as a kid, people would always ask me, like, you know, when I was the cute kid at the events and stuff, are you gonna be like your dad? I was like, nope, I'm never doing business, like never, I hate that, I'm never. And then got to high school, and there was just something about, I think it was that like YouTube era and the GoPro travel vlogs era, and like that kind of stuff, and the content was coming out, and I think marketing and a way of telling stories and like influencing through a means of content or through whatever, I think that's when it kind of started, was like, oh, this is cool. Like imagine being able to do this, imagine being able to like make cool clothes and sell them, like just do whatever you want with your mates, or imagine being able to make cool travel videos. And I remember my first iterations of both of those things, and they're crazy. You know Josh Ledger? Yeah. Bro, when shout out Josh. Shout out my boy Ledger one time, bro. That guy got subjected to some things, man, because when I was doing, like, I had this like hats brand in school, it was called Going Places. Yeah. Bro, they were the ugliest hats ever. And I had like my phone or a GoPro, and we were making like spec ads. We were like trying to make these like bits of content, like lifestyle or like videos, and it was just around the crib, like at home, and we're like putting the Drake songs on it in iMovie.
Oh, there's gotta be footage of that somewhere. Yeah,
I think I still got it, bro. Yeah. It's deep in the archives. Yeah, the skill has definitely come a long way over the last probably 10-15 years of doing it, but the passion, probably started in high school when that sort of era of stuff was booming. I don't ever really think I've doubted myself, bro, in a business sense. I guess for like jobs never. For, you know, like Flat Essentials and LNAV, plenty, but with Coffees and Handshakes, never. And what I reflected on when I thought about it with CNH versus the other things I've tried, the reason that I felt so, I guess, like at peace with it or like comfortable with it, for example, like when you start a project or you do something, you put yourself out on a limb, the best like litmus test or way to test how like genuinely all good you are about it or comfortable with yourself for doing it is when people ask you about it. So when people would ask me about Flat Essentials or ask me about the podcast, I would get really like weird about it. I'd be like, oh, like I'd be embarrassed almost, because what I realized is that like it wasn't aligned with me, for me, and what I was doing, and I wasn't aligned on what it was and why I was doing it and the outcome. And so with both of those things, I had ideas in my head, and in my room it was all good, but then you go in a public space and people are like, oh, how's the business going? How's this going? And my metrics of success that I felt I had to measure up to, and the reasons I was doing it, that I thought I was doing it for, they weren't aligned. That's when the doubt would creep in. I haven't, made millions of dollars off the business. So like, am I like doing it right? Or how am I going to make this work? Are people going to judge me? Am I going to be an idiot if I fail? Same thing with the podcast. Like I'm putting videos up, but like it's not getting views. What is this and why? But when I started Coffees and Handshakes, bro, I realized I was very clear on like what I was doing, why I was doing it, and what I wanted to get out of it. And so like the kind of learning, I guess, there was when you know what you're doing and why, and it's aligned with you and where you're at in life. And where you're at in life changes, so it might not align with me 10 years from now, but I doubt it. That's sort of where the removal of doubt comes in. Or on the other hand, where you can have the doubts creep in for me. Bro, there's two that straight away come to mind. Sean Johnson and Quade Cooper.
Bro, he flies under the radar, bro.
He slept on. Yeah. People these days don't know about Prime Wade.
Prime Quade was a problem.
Bro, Prime Quade was fucking insane, bro. I used to watch their highlights before like footy, and then like before touch tournaments, like the year 9, year 10, like regionals and stuff. I'd watch like Sean Johnson's 2007, 2008 highlights, and then Quade Cooper's like just like best steps of all time highlights, and then probably like there's two other guys that come to mind, and I actually don't want to name them because I don't want to give them props. Those guys have a big enough inflated egos because everyone else tells them how good they are. But E4 Jones and Tamatoa Pati, obviously the two guys that just carved up over at the Asia Pacific, both of them are very, very lethal steppers who just make people quiver in their boots.
Alright, cool. I'll just go fuck myself and until we're done.
And number 5. Number 5, Riggs.
Yeah. Fuck. Jesus.
Action. What separates a successful idea from an idea that could have been is action. I think ideas are really, really easy to have. I'm a guy who has heaps of ideas. Like my notes app on the phone, it's crazy. The difference between them being real good successes is the fact that I haven't taken action on them. And I think it's really, really easy to sit in a space where you have ideas and you think that that's good enough. Or you start executing on ideas if it's in a business sense, or in any sense where you do the pretty stuff that you think is what doing the idea looks like. Like you get the business cards, you make the logo, you do all this stuff, you make the Insta account, or like you want to get fit, so you start doing arm day, and it's like, whoa, the pretty stuff isn't always the stuff and the action that actually gets you the results. For example, when I was doing Flat Essentials, doing the logo and stuff was cool, but actually what I needed to do was go talk to customers to be like, what's your actual problems? And how can I solve that? That was the action I needed to take. And I think, what separates successes from ideas is when people take action, and when they take the right action, like the stuff that you actually need to do when you're honest with yourself, and when you take that repeatedly and so consistently, that action, that you just eventually have to succeed because you've done so much, and you've iterated so much and you've tried so much that eventually you get to that success, bro. An interesting one, confidence in setting goals. Well, I think probably if you thought about it, what often happens is you have a lack of confidence in something, which is why you set a goal. And when we talk about taking action, like that last one, success and ideas, we did some sports psych work for the Touch Blacks in 2024 before World Cup with a guy that's trained, like that's the Panthers sports psych. And like a real big thing that I got out of that was there's like confidence comes from habits, which is repeated actions. Like when you take action and you make it into a habit, so you do it so much, you have a lot of confidence in that area because you know you've done the work. Like if I rock up to like do a 5k run or whatever, how confident I feel with the starting line is based off what action I've taken prior. Either that or like I'm just delusional. And like that works for some people, but I think, yeah, like confidence in goals, I think usually like you're setting goals because you're not confident, and I think if you want to be confident in anything, I think usually the easiest way to get confident is just again, take so much action that you're like, bro, I've really got my reps here. I can sit here confident in myself because I know I've done the work. Like I'm just the everyday guy, bro, but I guess to some people like there's a different perception, and everyone has a different perception of you, right? And that's influenced based on what they see and hear and feel about you. So I guess it probably has in a way, but also like I don't know, because that's like I'm the person who's here, so I don't really know how it's changed how people feel about me based on like whatever's happened, you know? I don't know. It'd be an interesting one to. Be a good one to ask the boys about me, I reckon. Oh yeah, bro, now he always walks around like... Or, when I finished school, I was like split roads. One was to go to France for a gap year and get fluent in French. My life would have gone very differently, I think, if I like popped over to Europe as an 18-year-old to learn French. But I really wanted to like pursue touch because I really wanted to play for New Zealand. And so I chose to like stay in NZ, stay in Auckland to study because that's where touch was, and that's where the easiest place I could put myself in a position to succeed, learn, develop and grow and get more opportunities to take advantage of. And I think that like that split in the road, like the one that I took, obviously led me to getting into the 18s for Youth World Cup, which kind of put me then into the men's squad. I got an opportunity and I was there. I could take it. I did half decent. I ended up in the squad, and then I've been like on that road. And if I'd gone to France, I'd be fluent in French. But I don't know if I'd be in New Zealand still. I don't know if I'd still be playing touch. So the sacrifice was that opportunity, I guess, but like when you look at it in terms of the opportunity I wanted and went for, it wasn't really a sacrifice. It was a pretty like easy decision to make, like if you know what you want. That's a good question. Bro, honestly, I've always been given such great advice. A lot of the things that I operate by and I live by, or I strive to live by, are things that I honestly, bro, like I credit a lot of, like, I'm really not special by any means. Like, I'm not out the gate talented. I'm not like, I was never, you know, Thomas fucking McWilliams bet me in everything at school. That fucking dude, man. You know, and I went to high school and same thing. Like I was never winning everything. I was never the best. I was always watching someone else be the best. And like I was just so fortunate that from like literally 5 years old, in terms of sport, I've been around the best coaches. Like I've had such good luck with such good people and role models around me, such good teammates around me. That like just purely because of being around that through osmosis, I've become like hopefully a pretty good guy, and like I've gotten to where I am in touch. Same thing for business, bro. Same thing for life and how I think about it. Like I've had great role models. I've had great like family, friends. I like in high school when I was, you know, getting into that like entrepreneurial, like what if I make videos and make millions of dollars? Like I read a lot of books, got a lot of stuff from books, listened to a lot of podcasts, got a lot of stuff from there. Heaps of books. So I don't know if I've got an original thought in terms of like advice I've never been given. Most of it's just been from good people and good situations, and then going out there and seeking it for myself. I was actually reading this, I skimmed over the questions you sent before I came. Like I just said, bro, there's heaps of really good role models I have in my life. And probably only just front of mind when that question comes up, because I've literally just been at the house, is mum and dad. Both really good role models and people I look up to. My mum for the kindness and love that she shows, and I think that's like, you know, shaped me into who I am. And then my dad for his wits and his cunningness and his like sense of self and how he carries himself and how he plays the game of life. You know, like he kind of got like the yin and yang of parents for me, and so I really look up to them, and I really hope that one day when I'm in I want to give them everything I can back for what they've done for me, but I hope that one day when I'm, you know, a parent and a dad, I hope I can be like that for my kids. Heaps of good role models as well. I'm a pretty busy dude, and so I think like it's not often I get to just sit down and chill out, but I do, like, the cup gets filled from hanging out with my people, whether that's Sammy, my partner, or whether that's, you know, the boys. Like, bro, case in point, this weekend, I walked Sammy up to our mate's place, had a girls' drinks night. I walked back, I was watching like the Drake music videos and doing the Genius breakdown, and I was so excited, and I was like, yo, I cannot wait for tomorrow morning to get up at 6:30 on a Saturday, because I'm gonna go training with a few of the boys and go for coffee after. Bro, and like that was the most exciting thing ever. I was like, oh, I'm loving this. Bro, I got up, went for a training, coffee, had another coffee, went to another cafe, had breakfast, went home, had a nap. Like, what's doing?
What more do you want?
What more do you want? Like, life is simple if you want it to be, you know? There's a video playing, bro. Oh, bro. The first thing that pops into my mind is both Alanav and Flat Essentials, and all the other little things before that, bro. Because all of them were reps, all of them were things that I tried, I learned a lot from. And I think, like, if you looked at success in terms of like the external metrics of like money or numbers, those things didn't necessarily turn out to be like Bill Gates and like Jeff Bezos, but all the skills I learned and all the connections I got from both of those things have set me up and continue to set me up for so many opportunities, and like given me so much social leverage and social capital like years later that I'm still like cashing in on. And if I hadn't have put myself out there and like failed at the actual thing, I wouldn't have got everything else that came with it. So I think, like, if anyone out there is trying stuff or doing stuff, to remember that, you know, the thing might not work, but you got to look at everything else that you get from it, because often that's the real win. Just said it. Just times two what I just said. Honestly, bro, like, I have got so many opportunities because of who I know and the relationships that I have with them. And I think the more stuff you do, like, the more you expand your reach, the more you expand your surface area for luck, right? If you sit at home all day, you cannot put yourself in a position to meet people and like obviously internet, blah, blah, blah. But just like, let's cut the PC shit. Like, if you don't go outside, you don't leave the house, you don't expose yourself, you don't give things a go, you are constantly like confined to that circle, that echo chamber. The more echo chambers you put yourself into, the more surface areas you get and the more people you meet. And then when you meet people, it's simple things like remembering a name. I have a notes app for people's coffee orders, so that if I see you 2 years from now, I'm like, yo, Dan, do you want a flat white with almond milk? Are you still on that? And that little touch goes such a long way. Things like the Facebook birthdays, just like messaging people, or like if you see someone's birthday on Instagram, like, it's not weird to give someone like a happy birthday, unless it's like your ex or some shit, you know, like, but apart from that, like, I think putting yourself out there to get the relos and then making sure that you invest in keeping them can do so much for you. Like I've had jobs, I've had like trips, I've had just shit given to me. I can walk into like a cafe in New Zealand and get stuff for free and put it on for like 100 people with a snap of a finger and a WhatsApp message, because I've put myself out there and got a relationship, and it's one that I've nurtured. And I couldn't have done that if I didn't get a relationship and keep it. So. Oh bro, there's so many things that like a high performance environment's done for me. I think probably like one that's really resonating for me at the moment in the workplace is just people management. I'm in a position now where like you have responsibility, you're an example, you're managing people, you're doing X, Y, and Z in a workspace, or you're managing different personalities in a workspace, and how you navigate that. And I think being in like team environments and high performance team environments has taught me a lot about, bro, like just people and how to manage people, how to fit in, how to read the room. Like emotional intelligence is like a crazy thing if you have it, especially at workplace. So heaps of things that I've got out of sport, like the team to real life stuff. But yeah, probably the one that's resonating at the moment is managing people. Damn, 16-year-old Finn was going through it, man. That dude has just lost his oldest brother. He was year 12 at school, struggling with, to be honest bro, like I was really struggling at 16 because like I just lost my brother, and it was like real fucked up for a 16-year-old to have to go through. Like I have to credit like touch, because I threw myself into touch as a coping mechanism.
There's a lot worse coping mechanisms you could have.
There's a lot worse coping mechanisms, bro. I picked a really healthy one. I got really fit and got really good at touch. And if I was to go back and have a yarn with him, like I'd honestly I'd tell him that firstly, love you, and like throw yourself in there, because it's going to be good for you and it's going to take you to some incredible places. And it's going to give you some lifelong friends. It's going to give you some crazy opportunities that you never would have had, and it's going to give you a lot of fulfillment. And it's also going to give you a lot of people that you need to cope with when those hard days come up again. The second thing that I would tell 16-year-old Finn, play a longer game. With some of those projects, with some of the things I tried out with content at the time, like I had like a YouTube channel, made like these little like R&V vlogs and stuff. Bro, I would do it off like a 6 weeks, 3 weeks thing, where if it wasn't working I'd cut it. And I look back to like when I was 18, I started investing in like Shezzies, and that's something I didn't cut. And when I was 24, I took like a year off work. I was all good, I didn't have to work, because I consistently put money into Shezzies, and like I had enough money for like a house deposit, bro. And I ended up like going traveling Europe, going to World Cup, didn't work for like a year, because I did something consistently. And I thought about like that back into relation to the content. And I was like, bro, imagine if I made a video once a week, once a month. I would have like 300 videos. I would have 300 videos on YouTube. What's the odds that A, I got better at doing it? Maybe one popped off, maybe I got an audience, maybe I got a lot of leverage from it. Maybe I like could be doing that for my full-time job if I just kept at it for more than 3 weeks.
It's hard to see,
It's hard to see, bro. But like, it's hard to see, and it's one thing to like know, and it's another to understand. And like that was something I was reading books about, and I was like, yeah, but I didn't understand it until I had that 5-year cycle where I was like, yo, I literally did this for like 5 years, now I don't have to work. Or, yo, if I had done this for 5 years, what could that have been? But I quit it after 5 weeks because one video only got 10 views, this video only got 100, and this wasn't like, I wasn't rich and famous after 6 weeks. Like after 6 reps, bro. And I didn't even do 6 reps, I probably put up like 2 videos. I would tell that dude, bro, like you need to actually play the game off of 5 years. And like, I would tell that dude about like that 100 reps thing. I'd be like, bro, do 100 reps and then quit. But don't quit before you do something 100 times and try to get better each rep. So I'll tell him, bro, love you. I would tell him, stick to touch. definitely. It's going to take you some places. And I would tell them, play a longer game with the things that you try and get your reps in. Don't cut it short. I think it could get back to where it was in 2019, right before COVID. Like, we had the NRL, like, touch thing going on. I don't know if it'll hit Commonwealth Games in my career, but it'd be cool if it did. I think it's gonna just continue to grow and accelerate, like, because like the game, right? I've never had anyone come to a game of touch and be like, that was boring. Like, word for word, the first sentence someone says to me after they watch a game was, holy shit, that was fast. And then the second thing they say is like, that was really cool. Like, that was a really good game to watch. Like, there was lots of tries, there was lots happening. Like, I didn't get bored, you know, like there's no stoppages like there is in like footy or whatever. So I think like the entertainment value of the sport is super high. The quality of it is getting even higher, like across all of the grades. And I think that with more content out there the last year or two, and that's only going to grow too, I think it's going to bring a lot more eyes to the sport. And I think with more eyes, there's going to be more leverage and therefore opportunities, and hopefully like some money and sponsorship that comes into the sport with that, so that firstly, bro, people get like accessibility to it, to the opportunities and the pathways that not everyone does, because money is an issue. And secondly, so that like those at the top, you know, don't have to stress about taking care of home or taking care of bills or whatever, and like it's just paid for, or they get some pocket money for doing it. I think that's probably 5 years from now where I hope it's at.
Realistic.
Yeah, realistic. I think social media has made people more and less connected, bro. I think like pre-socials, it was mainstream or not mainstream, like everything, right? Like, for example, footy, you know, everyone went to the footy because that's just like the only way to connect, and that's what everyone does, so you go. I think what socials has done, bro, is it's opened up this big like multiverse of opportunities where there's so many communities where people can go and be a part of, where it really is what they want to be a part of and what they really like. Mainstream is kind of dissipating a little bit, and people are connecting in smaller groups and communities, and I think social media is enabling that. At the same time, bro, I think it's fucking shocking when I see kids hang out and they're all on their phones, not talking to each other. I'm like, what are we doing here? Don't get me wrong, I have those moments with the boys too, but like just some people genuinely can't interact in real life because they've been glued to their phones as a kid or as a teenager, and like the amount of overwhelming like literature and evidence that will already be out, but if it's not out now, will be out in the next 5 or so years, about the detrimental effects of that on like someone's development and social capabilities, will be insane.
It's scary, bro.
It's scary. Like, and I'm so grateful that I grew up at a point where it was the golden era. We had Snapchat and Instagram had just come out. Teenager, that's all we needed, bro.
Couldn't even DM on Instagram.
Like all we needed was like a way of communicating to be like, yo, where we at? And then like we just had the ability to like capture the boys doing dumb stuff on the phones. Yeah. But like nowadays it's just cracked, bro. I don't know. And it's got such like positive like aspects of it. And then yeah, like I think on the flip side, bro, it's a scary thing, and it's a thing to be really cautious about, like especially for our kids and our teens. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I think especially like 18 through 20, I was really like goal driven. I was on my way to get to where I wanted to be, and on my way to get to where I wanted to be, I think I did really well at participating in social things. I would do the like, nah, I'm not drinking, like, nah, I'm not doing this, nah, I'm not eating this food, nah, I'm not. And like, not to say there's anything wrong with not drinking or eating like bad foods, like that's actually really good, like good on you, brother. But I think there was, you know, there's a few moments where like I look back on now and it's like just, you know, having a beer with dad, or, you know, just like with the boys, like just little moments like that I could have said yes to, instead of being like so cutthroat black and white about it. And it's funny, I used to be really, really optimized, and now I'm like a lot more relaxed. Like I'm like, because what I've learned is that sometimes like having those moments and memories is more important for life as a whole than like a short-term thing of a performance thing. And there's always a time and a place to really dial in. But there was moments, bro, and I think I learned from those moments, and now I think I'm in a way better place with it for the most part. Bro, I think about this a lot, and like I've been to like quite a few funerals for people close and just in general as well, and you always hear how people are talked about, how people are remembered. Of course, it's like no one's talking about the money you had, no one's talking about the like shit. They talk about the qualities of who you were as a person and the lives and of the people you impacted and how you did that and stuff. And so obviously that's sort of, I think the silver lining of going to a lot of funerals, bro, is you have a lot of that drilled into you as to like what people remember and how they reflect on someone. When you're in their environment, you sort of sit there and you're like, okay, well that's how I want to be remembered, or I want people to say this about me at my funeral, or whatever. And I think like two sort of components of like a life well lived is like stories. So like obviously while you're still here, but then even after you're gone, like not how much money do you have, but like how many stories do you have? Like what stuff have you done? Can you be like, yeah bro, me and the bro did like a 10-day walk from Portugal to Spain. It was 280 Ks, and I could tell you so many stories about that. Yeah, I went to England and played World Cup and blah blah blah. Yeah, I went and did this. Yeah, like how many stories can you tell? How much cool things can you do in your life with people to have those stories? How much impact can you have on your people, your communities, whether that's your family, your friends, people that look up to you? How positively and how many lives can you positively impact? Because in a world where like it's so weird to be nice these days and there's some ulterior motive, like how many times can you make someone's days better? How can you help someone be more successful? How can you put someone on the right path? How can you have that positive impact? So for me, bro, like I think, I don't know like how to put into words how I want to be remembered, but I think two measures for me is like how many cool stories can I have and have along the way, and how many people can I positively impact along the way just because I can.